My brands and my companies have done over $150 million in sales in the last 15 years. I've been part of a couple scaling teams. The point I'm making isn't to be mean or rude to anybody. This is business. If you would have went into a fucking meeting in a corporate office and said, here's my plan, everybody would have tried to talk you out of it. One small thing can ruin this brand. Nothing to me means more. I don't give a fuck about the money. I don't care about whether or not we hit March to 2 million. If it hurts our customer in any way, I'm fully out. 1000% I am out. This is better than nothing. Holy shit. How they were able to do this is crazy. What? Well, I'm Hail Marying right now, bro. So Nikki fucked up. My brochures aren't here. She's on hold with UPS. I'm about to fire her ass. As a Hail Mary, I'm building out using AI, literally a presentation in real time as AI is building it for me. As a Hail Mary to have something to stand in front of these people.
You don't have the copy you sent to the printer that you could just go through?
Yeah, I need them to be able to see it. No, I know, but it's different when it's in a PDF format. It's really hard to see up on those screens. Like this at least will be slides.
Okay, well they're all, you want me to get rolling? Because they're all sitting down in there.
Yeah, you work through it.
Brian didn't plan any like little team building things. Okay.
I'm doing the team building thing. You're the CEO, bro.
Okay.
I just come in, I'm the very end. Hey, Bryant, I'm gonna need the ability, where is there ability to plug in an thing at the last minute?
One thing I want to talk about that's really cool with Corey and Kyle coming over.
Brutally honest talk. Like it can't be like where you're gonna get emotional, or if I say your name, you're gonna freak the fuck out as soon as this meeting's over. Nobody's job is in jeopardy. It's not like that. Do I have your full buy-in that it's okay to have this kind of a conversation?
Yes.
Because if it's not, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But the reality is, my brands and my companies have done over $150 million in sales in the last 15 years. I've been part of a couple scaling teams. I've never been a part of something where we're going to hundreds of millions of dollars. I have built some great teams. And I do, when I see things here, I think to myself, God, we're so talented. We have so much potential here at Floor Daddy. It's like this unbelievable magic rocket ship. We all kind of know it. The brand is cool. Then something happens and I just kind of step back and I go, okay. And then something else happened. I go, okay. And all these little things happen and I'm just like, damn. If I asked you guys, is anybody in here stupid? Who's stupid? At least you're honest. You're honest. Is anybody shitty at their job and not capable of doing a good job? Yeah, I know. You guys come as a pair. We got a great team, right? Everybody here feels like I could do my job. Most of you guys know significantly more about flooring than me. Significantly. I know about lead generation. I've generated over 1.5 million leads for my companies. And so I stay in my lane. I do my job. Jason and I work together pretty closely. And on a daily basis, me and the owners are talking at least on a minimum 25 times a day, at a minimum. So anybody who thinks that we're not in alignment and we don't have good communication, you are sorely, sorely mistaken. And it's a beautiful thing. And the word I want to hand you guys is the word alignment, because alignment changes everything. Alignment is velocity. Money only starts flowing in this direction when speed is involved, right? It's like we're up against some fucking juggernauts in this space. Did we invent the bring our floors to your door model? No. Lots of people do that. Did we invent the 10 value adds? Can anybody else in the flooring space add 10 value adds to their business tomorrow and compete against us? Of course they can, right? So we didn't invent that. So what's our competitive advantage? People, processes. They got good people. They got good processes. Branding.
Buy-in.
Execution, branding. The secret sauce is our energy. Dale kind of alluded to it. It's like we're in this magic place right now that's special. We know each other's, I don't know all your names, but most of you guys know each other's names. We're in this place where we can walk up to an owner and say, hey, dude, this is fucked up. I want to change this. And you can walk to each other and have a quick conversation in the hallway real fast. Mike and I spent the weekend building out a wooden rack system in the back of your van. Just grit and bootstraps. We buy used vans for $9,000. We build our own rack. We yell at the rap guy 10 million times because he fucking sucks, but we get him for cheap. That's the stage we're in right now. We're grinding. We're bootstrapping. We're that young, youthful energy startup shit. We become corporate because you guys do something dumb. And that dumb thing causes ownership to step back and go, well, that was weird. Why would they do that? Whatever in their mind are they, this is my thoughts. I can't speak for the rest of them. What is the matter with this person? Why would you ever make that decision? None of it is logical. None of it makes any sense. It loses us money. It hurts our customer, the reputation with the customer. Why would you do that? They have their own reasons why they did it. But it's so far out of alignment with what I think we should have done. And then I say to myself, I fucked up. It's not your fault that happened. It's my fault that happened. Because we haven't had the alignment pep talk of how important it is for our words and our thoughts and our actions to match. If they match, everything keeps moving forward fast. We created these core values to help embody what it is we do here. What is our standards? What is our principles? When you guys think of me, what do you think about? Do you think of that's a solid motherfucker that has principles? He has standards. He has a strict guiding rail system that keeps him in this lane that just says he made a decision to focus on his health. I'm doing it. He made a decision to dominate money. I'm doing it. I made a decision spiritually to be connected. I'm doing it. I made a decision to start a business. I'm doing it. My personal core values, and I wish I had my thing to hand you, one of them is land the plane. Land the plane. How many times have you heard me talk about this? Many times. Nothing drives me more nuts than seeing Shane and you and other people walking around yapping their mouth all the time about all the fancy ideas under the sun of what we could do and how we could do it and all that. It's like, motherfucker, what about the last 10 things that we decided to do that you haven't finished yet? How many times have we had this pep talk? All the time. And dude, he's one of the most talented guys in this room. He built our brand. Like single-handedly, the website, the colors, the logo, like me and him just like vibing out, and he just magically, it appears, and I'm like, that shit's dope. So it's like he's capable of doing amazing things, but if he's distracted on all these tangents all the time, I've been trying to get him to do a fucking affiliate program for 2.5 months now. 2.5 months. At Clever Investor, my shit would have had that done in 2 days. And it's like, come on, dude, land the plane. So when we talk about these core values, and if we could pull them back up, I could sit here and tell you, I got standards and I got principles and I got this and I got that. But if you don't buy into them, if you don't believe in them, if you don't think that execution is important, if you're used to like lying to a customer, little white lies all the time, covering up your bullshit ass thing you said to them yesterday, and then now you're chasing all these little excuses and all these little lies, and the customer's going, none of this makes sense. Like this shit's some bullshit. Freeman said the other day, he's very busy. What happens when you're working and your wife calls you and says, honey, we're gonna meet the Floor Daddy team tomorrow at 2. You need to take off work. Right away, the husband's like, mother, really? I gotta take off work? I gotta drive home? I gotta ruin my whole fucking day to go there? And then the husband shows up and then Floor Daddy doesn't show up. What do you think that husband's gonna say? Them. Right away, we're out. I'm not dealing with them. I'm out. I don't care how good of a phone call they make afterwards, how many excuses they make. I took time out of my busy day. I went home. I was present. I was focused, and they fucked it up. One small thing can ruin this brand. Nothing to me means more. I don't give a about the money. I don't care about whether or not we hit March to 2 million. If it hurts our customer in any way, I'm fully out. 1000% I am out. Nothing matters more to me than protecting our brand, because I think the special sauce, this Floor Daddy energy, only can be protected from within. Somebody has to be so vicious that say, that's not our standard here. That's not part of our core values. This isn't just some shit we put up on the wall, right? Like me and the owners got in a huge text battle the other day over whether or not to use the word floorgasm. Like, I know it's 2025 and everybody's sensitive and shit, but floorgasm, really? We have a problem with that? Every major brand that I love, every icon that I look at, I say to myself, why do I even know that they exist? I know that they exist because they broke the standard. They are a better marketer, they're louder, they put a seed in my subconscious that I pay attention to them. Good or bad? Kanye West, do you know who he is? Good or bad? You know who the fuck he is? Films a commercial on his cell phone, runs it as a commercial on the Super Bowl, sells millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars instantly worth of shit from his cell phone video. Guys, I guess this is my ad. I don't have any more money. Spend it all on this Super Bowl commercial. Go buy my shit. Crazy. Everybody would have said, if you would have went into a meeting in a corporate office and said, here's my plan, everybody would have tried to talk you out of it. That's a horrible idea. It's not going to work. I kind of said, fuck you guys. I'm going to go do it. And it might not have worked. I was hanging out with Grant Cardone one day, and we were talking about his 10X stuff. And he said, you know what's funny, Cody? Every person in my office tried to talk me out of doing the 10X stadium in Miami. It was his big first huge massive win, 10X. Every person said, we're going to lose money. It's not going to work. We're not going to make it. He said, I convinced every single person in that room that we could do it. And then when we did it, guess what happened? The whole belief system elevated. Everybody instantly said, we could do monstrous things. And then they went out and did it again, and did it again, and did it again. And the whole thing elevated their belief system. Okay, real quick. So I wrote a blueprint for you guys. I'm going to give it to you. It's like 65 pages. I spent a lot of time on this. I wish it was printed out. It'll get here sometime today. I'm going to distribute it to everybody. This is me downloading my brain into your guys' hands with the hope that we can get in alignment. You guys can start thinking like ownership, thinking like how we want you to think. Because at the end of the day, if we're in alignment, we already know that you're not going to be sitting here making stupid decisions. Your train of thought is going to go, is this the best thing for the customer? Is this the most efficient way to help this customer? Do I need to disclose anything else to the rest of the team and communicate like a boss? Because that's 99% of our challenges is bad communication. Does everybody know who their direct report is? Does anybody not know who their manager is? So if you want to take time off, does every person in here know what to do? Okay, then you got to land the plane. And it's our job as ownership to make sure you land the plane. Did you follow up until you got the job done? Of course you didn't. This is what I'm talking about. All the excuses under the sun don't matter. What matters is she started a process and she didn't communicate. She sent one fucking email. This is what you guys all do. Send an email, you send a text, and you check the fuck out. Am I wrong? You move on with your day. You got 5 million other things to do. And then you don't land the plane. And then what? Who gets hurt? Customer gets hurt. We lose money. You guys get pissed off at us. You guys think we're bad managers and stuff. And rightfully so, because we didn't answer the email that she sent. What does it matter with us? I never got that email, so I never saw it. But yeah, he missed it. He's busy. That's not an excuse. He should not allow that to happen in this company. And that's what I'm talking about. Every single one of us has to have extreme ownership and start to care enough to say, when I hand you the email, when I hand you the text, when I repeat something back, my job isn't done at that moment. Not until I am 1,000% sure that it's completed. Every person that touches a part of a process is responsible for that process until the plane gets landed. That's a core value. That's a standard. And when we believe that with all of us, it's part of the DNA of Floor Daddy, everything happens. So this is this is a performance and execution rules. Read the first one. Speed beats perfection. Dude, we built this entire company jumping out of a fucking plane and building whatever we needed on the way down. Like, we've all heard that concept. That's having grit. That's being a startup. That's the energy that you guys feel that's so special here. That's exciting. There is no fucking perfect corporate rule book where everybody's all rigid. That's why you guys are leaving Express and leaving all these other companies, because they're hacking away. It's like going to the beach. Going to the beach used to be so fun. But now when you walk to the beach in California, what do you see? A fucking giant sign this big with rules. No fireworks, no ATVs. You can't drink on the beach. You can't do this. You can't do anything on the beach. Do they ever take a rule off? Say, oh, you can ride motorcycles again on the beach. Never once in the history of ever. They put the rule on, and then you become corporate, and then that's the new reality forever. And that's why people don't love their job, because it feels unfun. You can't do shit. And I don't want that to happen here for a while. So speed beats perfection. We have to have speed. Speed only happens with alignment. What's the next one?
Clarity kills hesitation. When you know the mission, move without second guessing.
Did you have clarity on the affiliate program?
I did.
Then why didn't you execute?
I was distracted by my own self-inflictions. I let myself get distracted on other things that were not part of the task.
Hey, if he didn't have clarity, what's his job to do?
Ask for clarity.
Get clarity. Pretty simple, guys. Focus is a weapon. Protect it, eliminate distractions. This is what I called you out for, not because I don't love him. I love him. I want him to be with me forever. I want him to be the number one right-hand man. Like, he thinks like me. He moves faster. The best of his qualities come back over to me. We're in alignment so much that as somebody that works with me, I say to myself every day, thank God for Jason. Thank God he is in my world. Thank God he is on this Floor Daddy bus with me, because without him, I wouldn't want to do this. I feel that about some of you guys. I really do. And some of you guys, I don't feel that way. I want to push you out of the bus. Not all the time, but there are times. And then you do something magical and I'm like, okay, you can be on the bus. I'm just being honest. Next one.
Your name is on it. Treat every task like your reputation depends on it, because it does.
Know your next move. I can't know my next move if I don't know my numbers. If I'm not tracking my KPIs, my stats, Kevin is a pro at this. This guy is fucking all up on the stats. I love that about him. Jason does a great job with the stats. However, something's been happening with stats and numbers and math. Everybody has their own way of doing it, and all of a sudden when ownership asks a question, I get one answer from him, one answer from him, one answer from her, one answer from Bryant, and we're all over the place. So it is our job to constantly hack away at trying to get back in alignment, stat tracking. I'm not gonna make you read too many more of these. This last one though, I just wanna make sure we drive it home, because this is where we're at right now.
Document while you do. If you figure out a better way, record it so the whole team levels up.
We're in documentation mode right now, right? We documented how to build a rack, because we don't want to have to build the fucking rack all the time, but we tried to have somebody else build the rack, and he built a shitty rack. So Freeman's like, fuck that, I'm gonna cut the wood, I'm gonna write it all down, and I'm gonna build my own rack system. That's what you do. You just roll up your sleeves, you document it, you figure it out, and then you roll it up. Does everybody have any questions on any of this? I don't believe in mediocre. I don't want to be somebody who says, oh, we kind of did okay. Like, I'm proud of the 1.4 million or whatever we made. We easily could have done 1.7 million, easily. We had some challenges, but we have the same conversation every single month. We could have done this, but these 10, 15 things happened. Well, a lot of those things that are happening are stupid fucking mistakes that were completely avoidable. I do want to say one other thing before we get to this. Trust is given to every single person in this room, but it's also, the second it's broken, very difficult to get it back. The way I look at it is we all choose to be here, whether it's for your paycheck or because you believe this company is going someplace. We all get the opportunity and privilege of working with each other. Nobody's forced to be here. I'm talking a little direct to you guys right now just because I believe that you guys are capable of doing so much more, and this company is capable of doing more. But I'm not talking down to you. I'm talking just as much to the owners and myself as I am to you. There are many things that I could do better, and I try every single day to show up better than I was yesterday for you guys. That trust and that respect happens when your words match your actions. I'm telling you right now, it can go away so fast. If we find out you're lying, if you're hurting our brand and lying to the customer, that trust is gone. I do not want to work with somebody I do not trust. So just be brutally honest with each other. It's okay to say, I fucked up. I made a mistake. I missed the email. I didn't follow up with the customer. It's much better just to attack it. Don't make 50 billion excuses. Don't talk about all the reasons and what's in this and that. It's like, dude, at the end of the day, Freeman had to, you brought it up, so I'll bring it. He had to say, stop talking on this meeting because none of the talking mattered. The only thing that mattered is, what are we gonna do for this customer? The customer has a problem. Doesn't matter how we got here. What are we gonna do about it right now? And then do a good job documenting so it doesn't happen again. The way I look at these core values is, anything that we wanna do here at Floor Daddy, does it align with our core values? So if you look at this stuff, I'm a writer. I write things the way I like to think about things. So when I say don't fill up on bread or land the plane or serve your way to success or win or be humble, lose with grace, those are my personal core values because I remember shit like that much better than like the corporate shit. Like, where's the corporate ones? Yeah, these corporate ones, I hate this shit. Like, excellent in service, community connection, innovation and experience, that's like boring. But you guys have to look at these and say, hey man, that resonates with me. So for instance, floorgasm. I want our customers to have a floorgasm. I want them to have such a great experience, not because I'm trying to be crass or rude. Neil, I heard maybe your wife didn't like the word floorgasm on our billboards. How, huh? His wife hated it. The second I heard that, I said, mother, I'm on to something. If your wife hates it, she's going on Facebook and talking shit. I love it. That's free PR. I don't even want to call these core values. These are coregasms. The second I heard that, I'm like, that's me subconsciously planting a seed in her mind. She will name a flooring company. Go around to any woman right now and say, name a flooring company. She cannot do it. She sees the word floorgasm on a billboard, she will remember Floor Dad. That's how this game works. I'm not good at a lot of things, but marketing is one of the things that I'm just a genius at. And so it's like, I look at that and say, boom, that's it. Now maybe you guys say, I don't want that on the wall, I don't want that. I'm okay letting you guys vote on it, but leave it better than you found it. Every single person here needs to step up on a daily basis. The second you walk through those gates, you're on. We're here to play, we're here to win, we're here to help our customers, we're here to make you money. And over ego, we move as a team. Respect is earned and not given. We don't care how talented you are. I do not care how much money you make me, how talented you are, how much flooring experience you have. You break trust, you hurt a brand, you hurt our customer, you're out of here. And you guys should have the respect for each other. If you see one of your team members talking shit or walking around or being negative or not taking care of a customer, you should say, hey, get your shit together, dude. That want to be here, that want more opportunity, to want make more money, that take the time to go on the rides, to go upstream and say, Candido, can I ride with you? What do you do? How do you disarm a pissed off cut? How do you, Brandon, can I ride with you? I want to learn some sales techniques and strategies so I can maybe implement them in my world and make myself a little bit better. Anybody who's on a mission for skills and capabilities, that wants to do better, that wants to learn more about every process in here, we're going to encourage that because we're going to grow. We're going to open new markets. We want to put you in other positions here within the company that make you more money. That's it. It's that simple. Your name is on it. That's probably like one of the biggest ones. That definitely should be one of the ones that we have. That's extreme ownership. And wow at every touch point, to me, that's our whole goal here at Floor Daddy. That's what a floorgasm is every single time they talk to us, they just go, wow, they're fucking on it. I can't tell you how many times I see a 2-star review or a 1-star review and I'm like, dude, how did we get that? It's always the same thing. We didn't communicate with the customer. 99% of the time. Unacceptable. We're better than that. There are things that we all know we can do better. We're here every single day. I don't know. Hey, welcome, guys. That's a perfect example. We're out of alignment. We got to a point where wholesale is a different company than retail. I don't know where we broke down. It could have been our fault. Maybe we didn't communicate properly with you guys. I don't know what happened. Every single person in here last night got an email saying, wear a Floor Daddy shirt. You get a little excuse. We're gonna get you a big ass shirt. You're gonna look great in it. Yeah, we're gonna get you that. But the point I'm making isn't to be mean or rude to anybody. This is business. This is what we do. If we didn't know, and you didn't know, that we had an all-team quarterly meeting today, then that is ownership's fault for not making sure that everybody in here knew, and it's leadership's fault for not spreading the message downstream and making sure everybody shows up on time and looks good. It's that simple. And that's a great example of something so small that internally doesn't mean that much. If we do that with a customer, they go around and talk shit about us forever. They leave negative reviews. We lose money. We have to refund shit. And that's when it becomes a real problem. So the way we act in here towards each other, by the way, that's one last thing. I'm kind of talking aggressive with you guys right now just because I'm on surge and this is important. But the reality is we should never talk bad to each other. We should never yell at each other in public. You got a problem with somebody, pull them out, take them to the side, have a fucking real conversation with them where they're hearing you and willing to accept your feedback and have a good conversation. We praise in public, we reprimand in private. We're not in the office being dicks to each other under any circumstance. We should never ask somebody for something and get fucking hardcore attitude back. If you're having a bad day, check yourself, go look at yourself in the mirror in the bathroom and say, I'm having a fucking bad day. I need to be present. I need to pull my shit together and just get it together for the rest of my team. Because I do hear sometimes somebody says in a text message, it comes across real rude, or a phone call, it's real rude. And I'm like, God, why do we talk to each other that way? We don't need to do that here. We're better than that. We got these t-shirts because this is the mission. We are on a march to 2 million. What did I say at the beginning of this? Alignment is everything. It's velocity. Velocity. Alignment is velocity. We get in alignment. We're giving you shirts because we want you guys to see the message. Brandon actually came up with this in our first mission to 1 million when we were marching to 1 million. And guess what happened the second Brandon elevated and said, hey guys, I got a thought. March to 1 million. Who's with me? Every single person in our building instantly went, oh, I like that. Let's do that. Jed elevated. All the rest of the sales guys elevated. Brandon kept beating the drum. And all of a sudden, we crushed $1 million for our first time in company history. So we're going to keep rolling with that energy and say, no, now it's March to 2 million. Can we do this before the end of the year? Can we? Because if we can, I mean, that's a big fucking goal. We haven't had that much of a jump. Our biggest jump is like 180 grand, 40 more a month sales. Okay, I like that. So if we're in, so we're going to vote on our core values and we're going to get those bad boys up on the wall. We're going to get behind this March to 2 million, but it's more than just March to 2 million. What do you personally need to do to impact that goal? To get 40 more sales, what do we need to do? We got to get more appointments. We got to have better quality appointments. We got to have better quality in the field representation of us at Floor Daddy and sell a little harder and make sure that we don't have refunds. That's another thing. Last month we had 80K in refunds. We almost had 280K in refunds, but Brandon somehow magically saved them. So it's like, thank God that happened. Otherwise we would have had a real shitty month last month. Cut down in refunds, do a better job communicating, don't have people cancel on us. Hit the sales a lot harder. Fulfillment can't have any fucking issues. Alignment across the entire company gets us to 2 million. Customers deserve the best version of us. So let's give it to them and let's crush this $2 million goal. It's going to be pretty amazing to have a brand new company as young as ours doing $2 million a month. Everybody knows our name. People are talking about us. The things that we are doing is very special. You guys are in a unique place right now. So let's enjoy it before it becomes a 200-person shit show where we don't know every single person in here. All right?